They are out there every day, giving back to our league. Let's give them the respect they deserve. Better yet, why don't you become one? Visit the office for more information or email axafa mainoffice@yahoo.com. There's help wanted. Just listen.
Good evening, one and all, and welcome to the Raymond Irrigation Stadium. And this is a beautiful Sunday evening, the 6th of September 2020. It is a knockout of football here in Angola, put on by the AFL right here at the Raymond Irrigation Stadium. Today, in our first of a double header, it's going to be Lymers. They will be taking on Uprising. And as we see them walking out before us here at the Raymond Irrigation Stadium, it's Uprising decked in grey and black. Lymers, the neon pink and black. This game is expected to be an exciting game with all to play for. Lose and go home. With me in commentary today is the man Doc. You will hear from him. I tell you what, this game has a lot to expect. Two teams who of course will look to stay in the tournament, look to move on. It's the knockout stage of the tournament, and they will each be vying for a place in the next round. Who is it going to be? Will it Lymers or will it be Uprising?
Yes, you have to say that both of these teams they are pretty evenly matched on paper. You see the man Rene has made his way back into the starting lineup for the Uprising, as well as seen a couple of changes also for the Lymers FC as well. So you would have to say that if you were to put both of these teams down on paper, you wouldn't be able to decide who's going to come out on top. But according to the man Millie, the ball is round. Anything can happen on the day, and it just depends on who wants the game more.
Very well. So the man in the middle who will be responsible for making the calls, he will be Rouse. He will have Burton and Josiah John as his lines. Fourth official we have the medics be already. Seeing the fourth official, they're going over to the Uprising bench and giving them a talk, and we will be getting things started in just a while. It's Uprising taking on Lymers in this their first encounter, first round for both teams. The second round kicks off later this evening. A primetime game. It is, of course, DFC who will be taking on Ducks United. So Ducks versus Diamonds. Remember, Diamonds earned themselves the right to be playing in the second round when they defeated Attackers 6-0 on Wednesday. And it's Lymers now or Uprising who will definitely be going forward. Who will be going home? Who will be going forward? We'll see. We will see. The man in the middle is Rouse. He is just about getting things started. Looking at his time, it is going to be Uprising who will get us started. Uprising kicking from left to right. Lymers from right to left. That's the first whistle, and here's the game. It's Uprising with the ball. It's with Trey, the number 21, a newly married man. Yeah. Trey, yes. welcome him to the world of being a responsible married man, young man, and we wish him all the best. It's Uprising with the ball, looking to mount an attack here. Ball being knocked out of play there by Caleb, and it's going to be a throw-in. Early in the piece, in the first minute of play, a throw-in to Uprising. Very deep in Lymers half. We know from what we've seen thus far is that Uprising will keep pressing and pressing and pressing. Uprising is true taken. It's a handball! Well. That could have been an early penalty, not given right in front of the referee. You can tell me about that, Doc.
That clearly looked to be a deliberate handball there in the box, and somehow I guess referee Rose didn't see it. I don't. Him nor their linesman John here on the near side. None of them saw it. So, but a lucky break there for the Uprising. Extremely all in this game.
Well, unfortunate for Uprising, one will say. Here is Lymers with the ball, looking to come forward. The play has been broken up there by Uprising. So Lewis. Oh, and that's a ball that should have been controlled. The ball knocked forward, and it's going to go harmlessly to the goalkeeper. See me? Which is it starts very quickly, and here goes Uprising on the right flank. Long ball forward, attempting to send Charles running. Cut out there by central defender Caleb. Ball was looking to get around Lewis, wasn't able to. Now he gets the ball. It's Aaron who picks it up and charge to Lewis. They're looking to really run some control here. It is Uprising. It's with captain who knocks it wider. Attempted cross. Number 22 doesn't control, and it goes out of touch. It's going to be a throw, quickly taken. No, he says I'm going to leave it for number 3 who takes the throw now. It's Uprising who controls. It's with Jarvis. Looks up, looking to get around the man. Can't. The ball is controlled by Uprising, though. He sends it home. It's Richardson. Thompson, my apologies. Casey Thompson, former cricketer. And a number of former cricketers are involved in football here. It is another Lewis. He was also a cricketer. From time to time he would try. Oh, that's a collision there. But Thompson getting the better of. Is that Carlos?
Yeah, Carlos.
Thompson, long ball, a big man, and that's a big kick. But there's going to be trouble here. Oh, they don't control it. This could still be trouble. Uprising with the ball into the area. Uprising. And have a man come in for support or lose the ball. A big man, Caleb there, doing his job as the central defender. And clearing it well for Lymers. Lymers looking to come away. It's with number 15 here. That's going to be offside. Very clear offside there. Chop set. And they caught him. He's looking to make a run down on the right side of the field. Wasn't able to as the chop was set. So the ball will have to be taken back. It's going to be Hodge who is going to restart play for Uprising. The ball being taken away there by Lymers. Lymers attack broken up, but it's back with Lymers. Ball hitting the ball over the top, but it's controlled there by Uprising. Long ball looking for Charles. Charles will not be getting that one today. It goes into the custodian, who has no problem at all dealing with it. Well, that's a poor cross. But luckily enough, that ball was controlled by Jarvis. His Uprising looked to come forward again. Uprising just playing from just about halfway line. Just playing from just about the halfway line. Looking to press from very low in the field. Given it could be a bad or a good thing. The bad thing is, if they are beaten, it's just the referee, or it's just a goalkeeper, one-on-one with the player. This is a good run or attempted ball, and had he gotten the ball through, that could have spelled danger. Nevertheless, it was good work there by Hodge, Aaron Hodge, doing a good job there for his team. And here comes Lymers on the right flank. It's Carlos looking to get around his man. He can't. Lewis picks it up, hits it down the field. Trey controls, looks up, long ball. Charles won't get on the end of that either. It's straight into the custodian, who restarts play, finds Fleming. Fleming with the ball on the right flank. So 1-2 there between himself and this long ball forward. Who's going to get to the end of this? It's Lymers. Uprising gets there. He's trying to escort the ball out. The big defender. Not very easy to get around him. The ball goes out of touch, and it's thrown to Lymers. Quickly taken into the area. They come. Lymers shot and goal over the top. Shot there coming in from the right side of the goal, and in the end, it falls to nothing.
Well, that's what we're seeing here so far, is that the possession is really being dominated by the Uprising, especially in that midfield trio of Rene, Captain Jones, and Trey. But here comes the Uprising. The Lymers actually on the left-hand side. They're going to go on the byline. Actually goes the ball towards the back post. Should be 1-0. Easily 1-0. Calmly done there by the Lymers striker. As I was saying, the Uprising have had all the possession, but the Lymers have looked so dangerous on the break, and this time they made no mistake. Pick up the ball high up the field and burying it into the back of the net. 1-0 to the Lymers.
I will say oftentimes that the ball is wrong. And we had no doubt there that the Lymers, they soaked up the pressure well for the first 8 or so minutes of the game. They were restricted to play in their own half, and they got a break. And the first time they actually had a true break, they made it count. That's number 15 in the person of Tristan Richardson. Very speedy Richardson. It's very speedy. If he has any control, he can be a very dangerous striker. He's very speedy. He can beat almost any defense by his speed. And Uprising will have to rethink their strategies. Here comes Lymers again. I'm playing from the back this time. And they have the experience of Lily, who is marshalling his troop well. Jarvis, maybe the captain on the field, maybe the captain on the paper, but the man who really marshals the troop well on the field is Lily, with his experience, former national goalkeeper, giving his glove to Boris, Karim, ensuring that the youngster was well groomed. It's Uprising with the ball. A long ball. Trey, will Trey be able to get on to the end of this one? It's a long ball. He does, and it goes out. It goes out. I pray that he would have done a tremendous work, but in the end, the flag was raised, and it's going to be a goal kick to Lymers. Quickly taken. It's with Lily. Ball forward. Attempted ball. The ball has been taken away. It is Charles. Oh, this could be a good one. Oh! A boot in there, but it's still, the danger hasn't been cleared. It has been cleared now, momentarily. It's Jarvis again. 2-3, who does the control? Ball being played across there to Richardson, Carlos. It's number 20. That is Reed. Carlos, number 10, has the ball. Looks for, finds his number 5, that's Lily. Who looks up. Looking, sees Fleming is running. He was looking for Fleming. He's going to look for him again. Ball over the top, looking for Fleming. Fleming is getting a toss for the ball. Fleming gets it. Danger, yeah! Into the box. Still trouble. Tristan strikes, and it goes wide. Offside, nonetheless. Call. It was. That's the number 13. It seems to be who would have offside, Damian Bailey. It's Uprising with the ball. Attempted cross there to the number 22, and that is Richardson. We have two number 22 on our sheet. It's not Calivan. Calivan is not playing. He seemed to have been injured from where in the game, in the tournament, and so it's Richardson who is the number 22 has taken over that role. A throw taken. Uprising with the ball. It's Jarvis who gets it to Adrian. That's Scotty. Jarvis again. Holds it up. Gives it to Gums. To Jarvis. It's a good ball. Not controlled the first time by Lewis, but it gets to Charles. Charles looks up, gives it to Jarvis, who attempted strike there, but it is still with Uprising. Still with Uprising. It's with Adrian Carty, who gives it to Jarvis. Over to Hodge. Hodge looks up. Loses the ball. It's Tristan who gives it to Gums. It's a chase there for the ball. It's Reed, and it comes off Richardson. It's going to be a throw-in. Throw taken. It's Gums who gives it to Gums. Jarvis picks it up for Uprising. Charles, send the man running. This could be dangerous here. Oh, ball heavily, too heavy a touch. Too heavy a touch. Too heavy a touch. It was a good ball, but just touch, just a pinch too hard. And in the end, the number, is it number 9? Rennie. That's Rennie who could not have gotten onto it.
Yes, you're seeing that the Uprising they are growing more and more into this game, and it's really that midfield trio that I was talking about all in the game. There's Trey, Jarvis, and Renee playing a bit more attacking, and that midfield trio is really causing the Uprising, the Lymers defense a couple problems here. They're growing more and more into this game, and you won't have to feel it's a matter of time before they get a clear shot on goal. They may not score, but they are showing that they want to bring this game back onto level terms, as the Lymers really shocked them all in this game with that breakaway goal that they scored maybe about 5-10 minutes into the game. See, the Uprising are playing from behind, and they might be down a bit more as they see Lymers. Here come the Lymers. Looks to cut past one. He does. He finds the shot. It's over towards Reed. Reed goes for the shot, and it's just over the bar.
That's a nothing shot. He had a time. He had the time. He had the opportunity. He should have controlled the ball. He could have taken it closer, and he could have looked for placement rather than power. Well, That wasn't a very smart bit of play there at all by the Lymers. Reed really had an opportunity to seal a 2-goal lead and was unable to. But that was an opportunity going a begging there for Lymers. Lymers, they do not have position advantage, but when they make a break, they are looking very, very dangerous. It's going to be Carty who's going to take this throw. Thomas, foul throw. It's Lymers who takes the throw. The ball is played there. It is Richardson loses out to Andrew Connor. It is Fleming who has the ball. Uprising looking to mount another attack here. Lily has it. Lily, long ball forward to Bailey. Bailey is onside. Bailey is in the box. Bailey gives it to Tristan and he scores. Tristan scores again. Tristan scores. Sending Lymers 2 goals to the better. And Uprising is wondering, what is it we have done so wrong? We have played so well. We have had ball possession. And in the 17th minute of play, it is Tristan Richardson who has sent Lymers 2 goals to the better.
And that there is the dangers of playing with a high line. Again, this is the second time that on the break that the Uprising defensive line has been caught out really. And it's cost them twice. And again, you really have to feel that the Uprising really do need to make some defensive adjustments. Because even they are really controlling the game, but when it comes to being caught out on the break, they're looking extremely vulnerable, you would say. And you had to say it was only a matter of time before the Lymers puts maybe a 3rd goal in before the half. But it's going to remain 2-0 here so far. And the Uprising are really going to have to dig themselves out of a hole.
Well, I did indicate that with the high line that they are playing, it could be very dangerous. And we saw it there because Tristan is very speedy. And Bailey got the ball. He picked it up well. And again, they were looking to set the trap. It didn't catch Bailey. Bailey was onside. Tristan came on the left flank. And there it was, burying it for Lymers. So they will have to reevaluate because that is not working at all. They are still carrying that very high line. They're still playing just about the halfway line. And that has not worked so far. And they have 2 goals in deficit, yet they are still playing the line. Well, maybe they know something that we don't know.
I think that the reason why the Highlanders is not working for the Uprising today is because the Lymers are playing with 2 strikers. Usually teams that play a high line have to guard 1 striker with 3 defenders. But right now the Uprising are playing with 2 strikers, and the Lymers actually are playing with 2 strikers, and it's really causing hell for the Uprising defense.
Not only that they're playing with 2 strikers, but what is making it more dangerous and difficult for the defenders is the speed of Tristan. Tristan is very fast. He's a tall man, and like when he sprints at the ball, he looks like Usain Bolt. He's very, very fast.
And you wouldn't say anybody in that Uprising defense is particularly quick.
Right, and so it is speed. It's a corner swinging in. Heads going up. Cleared there momentarily. Shot coming in. Again blocked by the defense. And it's going to come away. It's Bailey again. Bailey. This time the ball being taken away. It's a good ball. Good looking ball. You can pull back one. And it does. Uprising. Pulling one back. The central defender has scored. I tell you what, that was a good ball. That was a true ball. He did his job, and with a left foot, he buried it and back here for Uprising. Uprising 1, Lymers 2. It's all to play for right here at the Raymond Gishar Stadium.
Game on, you have to say. The Uprising have risen to the challenge. It was the man Shavai Gums up from his center back role. Looked like a number 9 there. He just calmly started that one away into the bottom corner. You would never thought that with that finish he was a center back. He made it look so easy against a national team goalkeeper in Daniel Bailey. He just finished that one calmly to the bottom corner. And it's now 2-1 here.
Here comes Lymers, but it's going to be Uprising who clear. Carty looks forward, finds Richardson. Richardson is going to be beaten to the ball there, but the ball has been knocked out of touch by Connor. I tell you what, that's what I was talking about. There you look at Gums looking and approaching the goal. What he did, he looked for where the keeper wasn't, and so he didn't go for power. He went for placement. That was placed so superbly in the left corner. I tell you what, in the corner of the net, Bailey has been beaten 2-1. Uprising is coming back. Uprising is coming back. And so in the 20th minute of play, in the 21st minute of play, Uprising making it 2-1, and they're pulling things back. Bailey beaten there by Gums. It's Uprising. Again, giving this one away. It's Jarvis. Jarvis down the right flank, looking to get past Gums. He looks up, sees that he has help in Carty. Carty controls, gets it to Trey. Trey controls, looks up, gets it wide, changes the flank. It's with Lewis, who gives it to the left back. It's Thomas. Had to jump out of the challenge there, but this again could be dangerous. Charles! Oh! Good up effort there. He had to stretch, but harmlessly the keeper was equal to the task and taking it very, very easily. So it's a good game here. Teams evenly matched, and on the day anybody can win this game, but who wants it more? 2-1. It is Lymers who has a 1-goal advantage in the 24th minute of play. Here is Bailey and Gums knocking that one out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in to Lymers on their right flank. That's with Carlos. Takes the throw, finds Bailey finds Tristan. Oh, who's gonna get this one? It is Uprising who clears, knocks it out of touch, and it's going to be a throw to Lymers. So it's a cooling break. It's a cooling break in the 24th minute of play. In the 24th minute of play, it's a cooling break called by the referee. And what are your thoughts, Doc, on what we've seen so far?
Well, we've seen the Uprising they've really bossed the game in patches, but the Lymers on the break, they've been so deadly. They have been dangerous on the break, and they're two real counter-attacking opportunities. They've made the Uprising pay for their high line, but we saw towards the end of the first half, we saw the Uprising start to grow more and more into the game. They really started to apply a lot more pressure, and they made their possession count with a goal towards the end there, just before the cooling break, by the man Shavai Gums. And you would have to say it's all to play for the rest of this game in the knockouts competition. It's really winner take all here. No draws, winner and the loser. Winner moves on to the semifinals, and it's really all up for grabs here.
Yes, so we'll break for a few and we'll get back to you. In just a few, we will be with you as play resumes. 51 in a second. Welcome back here at the Remini Short Stadium. Play has been resumed. Play resuming here with a throw from Lymers. Ball being knocked out of play there by Uprising. It's going to be a throw again for Lymers. Deep and deeper into the Uprising half. Throw taken by Connor. Ball cleared by Uprising. It's with Charles. Charles finds Thomas. Rennie Thomas. Looks for a good ball for Jarvis. Is not going to get to it. Too heavy. Just a touch too heavy. It's going to be a throw to Lymers in their own half. Just about midway in their own half. Connor takes the throw to Reed. Reed can't control. The throw is going to be taken now by Carty for Uprising. Throw taken. It's Lymers who controls through the captain, Fleming. Fleming, good ball. This is going to be called offside. Bailey, guilty there. Still Uprising. Playing with a very, very high line. Just about the halfway line. It's a long ball, looking for Charles. And then the final ball cleared there by Lymers. It's with Aaron. Control Thomas. Thomas looks up, sends it across field to Che. Finds Carty. Carty looks up, looking to send. With Charles running. This could be dangerous. Shot and goal. Whoa! Well, was a shot there coming in from Charles. But I think it's a bit of selfish football there. The number 22 was making a run behind of him. And he had an excellent chance because he was not, there was nobody, it was him. And so I really think that Charles had the opportunity at the time to stop the ball and to give it to the number 22. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, he said was the man Ryan Richardson there making the run in behind Charles, and all Charles really had to do was lay it off, and Ryan had a clear shot on goal. He was on point blank range with the goalkeeper, but really he had a bit of a striker's instinct. His first thought was, I need to go for goal. I need to bring this game back onto level terms, and that may have cost his team there, as it's going to remain 2-1 here at the Remini Short Football Stadium.
Free kick, foul call. It's going to be a free kick to Lymers. It's a Lily. Oh, Lily was looking for an advantage there. The referee recognizing it and calling him back and saying, you'll have to pull the ball right back to the halfway line. It's Lily who lines up with this one. Tristan is ready to make his run. Tristan going wide. It's with Caleb, who gives it to Gums. Gums looks up, gives it to Connor. Connor, long ball forward. No one is going to get it. Straight to custodian, Thompson. Thompson is going to send it down the field. Big ball, down the road it goes. Lily. It's the Lymers who controls. Lily with the ball. Pulls it back on his left boot. Long ball, looking for, and can't find Reed. Ball being cut out there, but Reed picks it up. Carty wins that challenge. Carty looking for, lose it to Connor. This could be dangerous. Ball across, looking for Bailey. Connor, confrontation there, and the ball goes out of touch, and it's going to be a throw into Lymers. Very deep within the Uprising half. Ball show there. It goes out of touch, and it's going to be a corner call there by the referee. It's going to be a corner to Lymers. It's going to be taken by Connor. 2-1 in favor of Lymers. If you're just joining us, Lymers scoring It's Tristan who has the 2 goals for Lymers. Corner swinging this one in, heads going up. Ball coming out, it's Lily who controls and sends it back in, looking for the far corner. It's not going to harm the goalkeeper, cause him any discomfort. Thompson taking it cleanly, easily, and sends the ball downfield. Uprising, looking to equalize here. Trey with the ball. Lymers taking it. They would have been offside in any case. Ball been taken away there by Gums, Nathaniel Gums. It is Hodge with the ball, Lewis. Back to Hodge. He's going to send it back home to Custodian Thompson. Keeps him Thompson, the goalkeeper. Lays it off to Jarvis. Finds Carty. Carty turns. Looks for, and he's not going to find. He was looking to call the ball and wasn't able to find Richardson. Throw taken quickly, finds Tristan. Tristan looks up. Ball in touch there by Trey, but it's still Lymers with the ball. It's with Gums. Gums, shot and goal. Not gonna Thompson at all. And now what we are seeing is that Lymers is pressing and pressing even more than we saw earlier in the game.
Yes, and Lymers, they seem to have said, no, okay, you want to score a goal, we are going to come out now. We're going to come out to play. And they've really stepped up their levels attacking-wise. And they're not playing counter-attacking style anymore. They're really trying to dominate the position a bit more. And they are trying to regain their 2-goal advantage, you would say. But so far, the Uprising have been able to deal with any of the attacks that have come from the Lymers so far in the second period of this first half. But it's going to be another opportunity for the Uprising to bring this game back onto level terms.
2-1 in favor of Lymers. Win or go home. It's as simple as that. That's what this part of the tournament is, this phase. We have had the General League, we have had the D-League and the Champions League. Now we are having the knockout phase of the tournament. So, a lot of football since resuming. Thank God that we, in these parts, have not been troubled that much with the COVID, thanks to God. And so we were able to resume. Not only that, we resume football, because a number of places resume in the UFA, the European League, and all these leagues, but they resumed with empty stadiums. And so we are grateful that we indeed were able to not only resume, but to do so in front some crowds, and the largest set of crowds I've ever seen in Angola football. And this was a good ball, but he was caught offside. He was offside. And so we can't take things for granted. You know, we can't continue to say that we are blessing these spots and take things for granted at all. We can't live carelessly. And so we continue to be grateful to God. It is going to be a goal kick. Football, it is. We're talking, it's football. The ball was controlled there by Trey, and it's going to be a throw-in to Lymers. Lymers 2, Uprising 0. It's ball being called back by the referee. Should taken. Heads going up. Well, control there of the chest of Reed. Ball forward. It's Hodge who knocks it out of touch, and it's going to be a corner to Lymers. We are in 9 moments of this game, of this first half, into the 40 minutes of play, some 11 minutes plus any time for stoppages. Ball floating over there, into the arms of the goalkeeper. Tristan was there, Gums was there. Luckily, the keeper was able to reach there first. Ball just evading those heads and into the waiting arms of Thompson. A long ball forward to Reed. Reed controls. Reed. This could be dangerous. Bailey picks it up. He goes down on his well cleared. Well cleared. It's going to be a throw-in. A throw-in it is to Lymers. And again, Lymers looking very dangerously going forward. In the 35th minute of play. A throw from near the corner flag. Foul throw call, and it is going to come away with Uprising.
Yes, again, you're seeing the Lymers are really playing the much better football, and they're starting to dominate the possession a lot more. They're growing more and more into this game as the first half progresses, and you're really seeing that you wouldn't think that it should be too long until the goal of the man Thompson in net is bulging once again, as seeing opportunities for the likes of Reed, for the likes of the man Tristan, for the likes of Bailey. They all having opportunities to really make this game 3-1. And so you have to feel it's only a matter of time before that ball eventually does find its way into the back of the net.
Well, for sure, Uprising will have different ideas. But it's Lymers with the ball. It's with Gums. Gums gives it to Connor. Connor finds Gums. Gums looking for help. It's a trace here for the ball. It's going to be Thomas who picks it up. He has Charles who's making a run. Charles with the ball. Charles into the air and losing it. It is with Richardson. Richardson picks it up. Sends it across. It is a loose ball. It's going to be picked up by Fleming. And there wasn't much urgency. They're operating as a team, but here comes Bailey. Here comes Bailey. And a very good tackle there. A well-timed tackle. Well. That was a dangerous, but a well-timed tackle there by the man, Nathaniel Gums.
My goodness, had he gotten that wrong, that was not only a penalty, but since he was the last offender, possibly a red card as well. But he timed that to perfection. And it's just about going to be a chance for the Lymers. My goodness, that was a routine pickup of the goalkeeper, and he couldn't make it. And as I said, only a matter of time. It's 3-1 to the Lymers here.
Well. As I was saying, there was absolutely no urgency in the attacking third. They had the ball to score. There was an excellent opportunity. Number of them were in the attacking third. There was no urgency to score. They lost the ball. The Lymers took the ball, created an opportunity. A tackle coming in there, an excellent tackle. Came a corner. Corner was serving, and again, even in defense, there was no urgency. And so, Tristan the man, a foul there just outside the box. Well, Tristan said, was sent to the referee. Carty was trying to take my jersey off. It's going to be KLM though, who's going to be taking this free kick for Lymers. Caleb, just outside the 18-yard area. This could be dangerous. The Lymers have speed and they have height in the box. They have the bodies. And Lily is saying I am going to take this one, but I want you. It's going to be a case where he's going to touch the ball. No. It's a conversation there between Gums and Lily. Whistle going. Caleb, oh! Couldn't get to the end of that one as a ball that has been played out. It goes out of touch, and it's going to be a throw in to Lymers. 3-1. And the stroke of halftime here. Lymers ensuring that they take a handsome lead into halftime. We are into the 40th minute of play. 3-1. Here comes Lymers again. Here comes Lymers. Here's Reed. Here is Reed. Reed. Oh! This is going to be a penalty. This must be a penalty. And he has been given a yellow card. Gums has been given a yellow card. A penalty. And it's a double yellow card. It's one for Carty, one for Gums, and a penalty and an opportunity to go 4 goals to the better. Well, Lymers coming out here today and playing the better football, and they are being rewarded with goals, and more goals. 3 goals to 1 in the 41st minute, an opportunity to go 1 to the better. It's going to be Caleb, the big central defender, who is going to step up. Well, Uprising players not happy with something there. They are letting the referee know how they feel. They are showing their displeasure. Yellow card to seem to be Hodge, Aaron Hodge. Three goals to 0 with an opportunity. 3 goals to 1 with an opportunity to go 4 goals to 1 with Caleb. Ball in the penalty spot. Shot and goal! He scores! He scores in the 42nd minute of play. It is 4 goals to 1. 4 goals to 1. Uprising. Really turned it on here. Really turned it on. From the start of the game, they looked like the team that would have had to be defending stoutly. But from the 8th minute of play, that changed. And it changed for the better. Uprising are down 3 goals. We are not yet at halftime.
And again, that's a case of ill-disciplined defending there. We had seen the man Nathaniel, he made a brilliant challenge to start off with in a few minutes earlier there to prevent a penalty. But this time, both him and it was Carty, they took out the striker. I think it was Tristan there. They took him out completely. And you would have to say that was bound to be a penalty. It had to be a penalty. And again, we're seeing ill-discipline by the Uprising. That's been their downfall today, as the goal kick, and not even that they could have done correctly, as the striker there, I think it was Charles, said he was going to go for a run.
Yeah, so that was absolutely uncalled for. Charles not passing the ball to anyone. He just took the ball and he started running with it. Well, to restart the game, and hence it was given as a free kick to Lymers. Here comes Uprising, losing the ball there to Lymers. Comes to Fleming. Fleming gives it back to Carlos. Carlos looks up, finds Lily, Lily making a run, then gives it a ball, true ball to Tristan. He gets it on his man. Oh, but fortunate for Uprising. Very fortunate for Uprising. Nathaniel Gums was there. Nathaniel Gums was there, but the danger has not been averted. Danger, yeah! Oh, cleared. Pressure, and more pressure. Still Lymers coming forward. It is with Reed. Into the area he goes. Shot and goal! Into the arms of Thompson. Pressure, and more pressure is being applied by Lymers. We are going to see about 5 minutes or so added. Yes, there's an opportunity for Uprising. They're coming forward. It is Lewis. He's being confronted there and loses the ball to Carlos. Long ball forward. It's hard to pick it up. He's not going to be able to control, and so it goes out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in to Lymers. Throw taken by Carlos. Lily. Allowing the ball to run through. Free kick. It's going to go to Uprising. Quickly taken. It's 3 minutes. This is an opportunity. Long ball, and Bailey was able to clean it up. But we have had 45 minutes. It's an opportunity again. Oh, clear there. It's Uprising with the ball. Just looking to go out of this first half and forget what happened here and look to regroup and come back. Totally different team with a different strategy and plan, because we have seen the strategy that they came out with has not worked, and the referee saying, I've seen enough, I've seen way enough, and final thoughts from Doc, and then we're going to take you into halftime.
Well, I spoke to Caleb yesterday before the game, the Lymers center back, and he gave me 2 words: watch out. And we're seeing it today. The Lymers have totally come to play. They are really dominating the game, and it's going to be halftime here at the Remedy Shop from our stadium. The Lymers 4 and the Uprising 1.
So we welcome you back here at the Raymond Gayshard Stadium. We're just about to resume the second half. It's Lymers who will get us started. Lymers will be kicking from left to right. And there they go. First ball, first kick. Trying to find Thompson there. Off his mark. Wasn't to be. And it's Uprising who will come up with it. So 4 goals to 1. What do you think were the talk in the dressing room, Doc?
For the Uprising have to be stem the tide and really try to take whatever chances they can get. But for the Lymers, you would have to think that there's nothing more that could have been said by the coach other than continue to do what you're doing. You're playing the game perfectly, and if you go into a half with a 3-goal advantage, then you really can't say much more. But I'm seeing a couple of changes in positioning for the Uprising. Seeing, I think it's Trez move over towards their left hand side of attack, or near side. So he's playing more of a left central midfield role rather than a central defensive midfield role. So see, that change will help them in some sort of way.
Well, handball call against Lymers. And their fortune could have been different. The game could have been so much different had that penalty been given to Uprising in the first minute of play. Could have been so much different, but it wasn't to be. It is a ball being played through there to Tristan, the speedy Tristan. It's only Tristan, but he's been taken out of that, and he has to be careful. He's going to be carried. He's going to be sent off. He's going to be sent off. He's going to be sent off, and he's been sent off in the second minute of play in the second half.
Reckless. You're on the yellow. You can't commit like that.
Very reckless tackle that. And a red card being shown to Aaron Rodgers. You know, we've been saying Hodge. I don't know where you got Hodge from, but it is Aaron Rodgers that have been shown the red card. A very tough one, though. A very tough one. It was could have been deemed a dangerous play, and seeing that he was on a yellow card, it could have simply been given a caution there rather than. But it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. It was given a red card by the referee, and so with a 3-goal deficit, they are playing with a man down.
And again, you would have to say that it's a bit of ill discipline, as his first yellow card could have easily been avoided. It was only for talking to the referee. If he had just held his mouth, he would have been still on the field, and the president would have still had a chance. But you say with 10 men, this game is probably over for the Uprising. 10 men down, 3 goals down. It's not looking very good for them today.
It's not 10 men down, it's 1 man down.
10 men on the field.
10 men on the field, 1 man down. And with 11, it was hard to stop Uprising. And with 10, I'm not sure how efficient that they are going to be, but this could be another goal! And luckily for Uprising, Thompson there was in a precarious position and almost made contact with the ball with his hand outside his area. It's a tussle for the ball. It's Reed though who picks it up on the far side of the goal of the field. Reed making his run. Reed sends Bailey running. He holds it up. He's confronted there by Nathaniel. Gums, the ball ricocheting off Gums and going into touch for throwing to Uprising for Lymers. Lymers taking the throw. The ball is with Reed. Reed crosses. This could be dangerous. Still there to be scored, and it goes into the back of the net. And it's goal number 5. It's Amani Gums who scores, making it 5 goals to 1 5-1 in the 5th minute of this, the second half. It's in the 50th minute of play, and it's all to play for. It's all or nothing. Lymers seem to be the team that will be moving forward.
And again, there's no urgency, none whatsoever in the defense of the Uprising. They are down and out, playing with even less urgency than they were before. And even with 10 men, you could have thought that could have really been avoided, but I don't think the defense made even an attempt to get the ball out of there, and it's not 5-1. And what more can you say? The scoreline speaks for itself. It's 5-1.
Well, 5-1 with 10 players. With 11 players, they couldn't have done it. I'm not seeing how they're going to do it with 10. 5-1 in the 51st minute of play. Well, for those persons who are following the CPL, and good news for the Zooks. And the Zooks have, after not qualifying for a number of years, they really have come to life in this COVID time. Here is Lymers with an attack broken down by Lymers, and as we were saying, it is very surprising with a team like the Zooks who loves to play in front of the crowd. Without crowd, they are playing such a good football. There's a shot on goal! Another shot coming in there from the left hand read, and he knocks it out of touch. So the Zooks scoring some 145 earlier today, asking the Jamaican Talawans with the likes of the hard-hitting J. Ross. We know him, Andrew Russell, Powell, Glenn Phillips, and the likes of Blackwood. And they are in trouble against the Zooks. Still needing some 46 runs, or 45 from 24 deliveries. This could be a run out. It's gone. Well, another wicket going down there, and it is a toss there for the ball. It is Gums who getting that one, knocking that one, and it's going to be a throw. Knocking that one out of touch, and it's going to be a throw in for the Lymers. So, from a place of 80 odd without loss, the Jamaica Talawas have found themselves in a very precarious position where they are 101 for 5. Well, it's going to be a change. Substitution. The number 4 is going in, and it's the number 2 for Lymers who's coming out. The number 2 in the person of Ricardo Carty, and it's the number 4 in the person of Mussington, who has taken his place. Cho coming in. Bailey with the ball. Bailey finds Fleming. Looking for Bailey. He's been confronted there. It's still Fleming with the ball, who crosses it to Liddy. Liddy picks it up, and he looks for and finds Carlos Richardson, who gives it to Liddy. Liddy gets it to Connor to Gums. Looking, he was pulled back there, but he still has the ball. He holds on to it. Looking to send Tristan running. Ball being rubbed there. It's Lewis with the ball. Long ball forward. Looking for Trey is going to run on to it. Trey has a man there to contend with. It is Richardson, Carlos Richardson. He flicks it on. He gets it to Richardson to Charles, now know that is. We know him as in the football wall, or that ball coming off of Mussington. It is Trey who caused it. It is going to be cleared by Lymers. Does so efficiently. It's Gums with the ball. Gums sending Tristan running. Tristan looks up. Finds Gums. Confronted there, but Gums holds on to the ball. Crosses to Bailey. Bailey flicks it on to Reed. He's not going to get it. It's a knocked out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in to the Lymers. The Lymers really playing some good football here from the first 8 minutes of the play, where it was all Uprising. Lymers soaked up that pressure, saw what Uprising had to offer and decided it's now our game, and they took the game at the scruff of its neck. It's going to be a substitution. The number 8, and it's Antoine. It's Matthew Brown who is coming in. The number 8, Matthew Brown, is going to be coming in for Lewis. Throw taken. Ball knocked out of touch, and it's going to be a corner. So, that's Antoine. I was just looking at the wrong lineup. It's Antoine for the Uprising. It's Uprising who has made that change and not Lymers. Ball swung in to the area. It's with Bailey. And Antoine, the man who has just entered the game, has been fouled. Bailey. Knocking over Antoine there. It's going to be a free kick to Uprising. Uprising taking a day and a half to take this free kick as if they are in the lead. Well, I guess Brian will know why they took that long, and a team that is leading is taking so long. It must be a plan, and Brian is going to tell us what the plan is.
I guess the plan is to get this game to the end without conceding any more goals, because I guess you want to go with a bit of dignity, and like 5-1 is a bit more of a respectable score than 6-1 is. And again, we are seeing this one off. Actually, the ball goes out of play by the Uprising. As I'm seeing here, it looks like Jamaica have lost another wicket, and you really have to say that from a comfortable position of 80 odd without loss, they have really made a meal of this what should have been a simple run chase. And you have to say it's Carlos Braithwaite who's gone, the former West Indies T20 captain. He's gone now. Jamaica really in a spot of bother, similar to the Uprising, both in precarious positions, and just looking more and more likely that like the Uprising they're really not playing for much, not even for pride. Looks like they're playing for. You see a lot of heads are down, a couple of hands on the hips. It's a bit of a dismal situation. As now seeing is the number 18 making his way onto the field, replacing the man Ryan Richardson is going to be, that's the man Kian Andrew Alexander, and he has started for the Uprising a couple of games. As I do remember, he has started a couple of games for the Uprising, so we're trying to see if he can make the difference for them and bring them back to a spot of respectability. My goodness, Jamaica are really crumbling here. That's another wicket gone in the space of what, 3 balls maybe? It's another wicket down.
Well, that's a Brian there following cricket more than he followed the football. Here is Lymers looking to create an attack here. Ball be knocked out of touch. In the meantime, we saw Tristan giving away. Tristan being substituted for number 17, Lloyd. Lloyd making his entrance into the game. And we also saw Uprising there. Well, somebody seems to have control over what is going on here. Don't know how the game moved from cricket to football. Well, six goals, 5 goals to 1. 5 goals to 1. That's your score line. 5 goals to 1. And You know, in the CPL, the good thing for Jamaica though is that they have already qualified for the semi-finals. It would have been a moral booster for them had they beaten the Zooks. And the Zooks are a very confident team this year, and they're really turning over the big guns. Here goes Lymers again, looking to create another attack. Ball going out of touch there, and it's going to be a throw-in to the Lymers. 5 goals to 1. It's going to be Connor who will take this throw. Throw taken, it's with Lady. Looking to make a run. The ball being taken away there by Thomas. The ball. It's a ball being pushed forward there for Naldo, who didn't make the run, and it goes harmlessly to Daniel Bailey, the goalkeeper. Score remains on 5 goals to 1. Ball been knocked down there and it's been out of touch. It's gonna be a throw-in to Uprising. 5 goals to 1. It's Lymers who has secured. That's a foul throw. The flag went up and not acknowledged there by the referee. Here is a ball played through there, but it's cleared by the defense there for Lymers. Being confronted there. Jones takes it away from Fleming. Good ball. It is Antoine who has the ball, making a run. He's been confronted there. The ball, he's into the box, and the ball has been taken away there momentarily. Jones is going to pick it up. He crosses it to Thomas. Thomas picks it up. He looks up, and he's been robbed of the ball, but it's back to Jones. Jones gives it to Carty. Carty looks up and finds Alexander. Alexander controls on the far in the right flank, crosses the ball into the box, and the ball goes straight across, and it's going to be a goal kick. Well. That was an opportunity there for Antoine, an easy opportunity, and Antoine was just found wrong-footed there.
Again, no urgency being shown by the Uprising. They've really given up the ghost there in this game. Like, there were 2 persons there in the box. I think it was both the man Naldo and Antoine, who could have gotten the end of that ball, but none of them really made the effort to dive for that one, and they just rolled harmlessly out of play. As you see, the player down for the Lymers over on the far side of their box. I'm not quite sure it is. Cannot see this properly. I believe that's the man Owen Reed on the far side. The winger for the Lymers, he's had a very good game. Not the most technically sound, but his speed over on the far side, and he's really caused some headaches for the Uprising defense. As now we're seeing a change, as I believe the man Renee Thomas is making his way off the field, and we're seeing the introduction of, I see number 15 for the Uprising, the man Derek. So that's a change for the Uprising, and they will hope that they can at least drag one back, but it's not looking likely. Here comes the number 8. Looks to the through ball forward. He's going to find the feet of Lloyd. Lloyd looking to bring this one down, but he cannot in fact. And the clearance is not good enough. That seems to be a handball as well. But I guess some sympathy being shown here for the Uprising. As it's really been a beat down here by the Lymers. As it's with Lloyd again. He's looking to go back towards the number 4 now. He's going to look centrally, but here come the Uprising. It's with Jones. Here's the man Jarvis Jones. He's robbed off the ball, but gives it over towards Carter now. It's Carter's looking for a pass. It's Adrian Carter. He's forced to go back towards Nathaniel, and he's met. And now the Uprising have a chance to break. It's the man Amoni Gums. He's going to be met by the centre back partner to Nathaniel, the man Shavai. And this should be picked up easily by the man Daniel Bailey for the Lymers to have a chance to break now. It's with Liddy. No, that's Colin. That's my coach Colin. He's looking for the pass. He finds the number 8. Back out wide now. Ball goes forward in towards the man Keenan Lloyd again. He's on the far side, but he's going to be met by Nathaniel. That's going to be out for a Lymers throw.
5-1. Substitution coming there. It is number 19 making his way on the field for Lymers. Number 19 in the person of Glenford Hughes. And he is on the field for the man Reed. Owen Reed picking up a knock there in the box earlier. His Uprising looks to come forward. It's with Jones. Jones gives it back to right back, sends it forward. It's Carlos Richardson who picks it up. It's confronted there, but the ball has been knocked over there. It's controlled there by still with Uprising. Long ball looking for Trey. Trey looks for Split, can't find him. It is still with Uprising. Uprising. Ball loose now, cleared by Lymers. Lymers, it's with Lloyd. Lloyd controls and is looking to send. Hughes running. Hughes stopped. But it could have been, he could have gone through. He thought that he was offside, but Trey she had played him on. She had played him on. Free kick being given there to Uprising. The advantage was played by the referee, but in the end, I had to pull it back because the advantage was a gain. So for those who are following the CPL and is wondering what is going on, it is the Tallowers who is in need of some 20 odd runs from the last 2 overs. They're in need of 24 from the last 2. Here is a free kick coming in. This could be dangerous, yeah! And it's a goal kick into the arms of Bailey, and no danger done there. But that's not a good goal kick at all. It is picked up there by a lady. Amani Gums knocks it forward for Hughes to run on to. It's a chase for the ball. It's Nathaniel who gets there first and is looking to clear it. Does so. He gives it away. It's Alexander, but the ball has been won by Carty. Alexander been robbed there of the ball by Connor. Connor chips it over for Bailey. Too heavy a touch. Trey gets it and gives it away to Fleming. Fleming with the ball. Fleming and had to skip over the ball because a tackle came in there, and in the end the ball just raced off to the goalkeeper. It's with Jones. Uprising. Alexander. Back to Jones. It's about midfield. Jones is going to change the wing. Gives it to Trey. Trey picks it up and gives it to number 15. Gives it to Charles. Charles picks it up. Charles with the ball. Looking for, finds Alexander, long ball. Alexander picks it up, looks to control, turns, Crosses into the area, the ball being nodded out there by Caleb. Only as far as Jones. Jones picks it up, gets it back to Carty. Carty, a shot and goal, wayward shot, and it comes nothing that the effort, and the score remains on 5 goals to 1.
Yes, you're really seeing that this game has slowed down to a crawl, really, as the Uprising they're not even playing for pride, you would say. They're just allowing for the time to go by, while the Lymers, they've made a good few substitutions, so most of their starters are off the field, really. So the both teams are really just stuck in a bit of a stalemate right now, as it's the 10 men of the Uprising against the attacking substitutes for the Lymers, really, and the score is looking more and more likely like it's going to remain 5-1 for the Lymers, as time is winding down here on this game here, and time is also winding down on the Uprising season, as a bit of a dismal showing out here today. A disappointing end to what was such a promising campaign. They won the developmental league. They played well in the male senior league, but they came out here today and they really laid a goose egg on the field. It was a bit of an embarrassing performance by the Uprising here today, and they're going to pay the consequences of it, as it was a free kick that may have caused some problems to the defense of the Uprising, but it's going to be stopped now for some substitutions. We're seeing the man Rashad. He's making his way onto the field for the Uprising, replacing the man Trey Gomes. Yes, Rashad Thomas making his way onto the field, replacing Trey Gomes. We're also going to be seeing it's the number 14, Rigoberto O'Brien, I believe, that is making his way onto the field, and he's going to be replacing Adrian Carty. So a double substitution for the Uprising FC, trying to give a lot of their fringe players some playing time in the final game of the season. So it is 5-1 here at the Remini Shaw Football Stadium, and it's a red card. Yes, it is a surprising red card. That's the man Jarvis Jones, I believe, the captain of the Uprising, has been sent off the field. That came out of nowhere, but that's frustration for you. That's what frustration does to you. It makes he got a bit of a verbal battle with the referee, and he's off the field now. It's 9 men for the Uprising. As now we're seeing the number 13, that's the man Bailey for the Lymers, making his way off the field, and he's being replaced by the number 6, that's the man Brown for the Lymers, Kenya Brown. So again, I did not really see what happened for the red card. You see, man Millington can give us a bit more insight into what happened.
Well, I wish I could, but that was a verbal there between the referee and the captain for the Uprising team, and a foul that was given against one of his players, and so his displeasure was made clear to the referee, who didn't take it lightly, and he responded by giving a red card to Jones. So Jones has been sent off, and now they are playing with 9 players. 9 players with 5 goals, and likewise it is the Talawais, who is in search of 146 for victory. Their backs are against the rope. They need some 17 from 7 balls. That's a dangerous tackle. That's a dangerous tackle. They're coming in by Charles. It's killing with the ball. Lymers looking for Lloyd. He's not going to find Lloyd. Ball being sent forward. There's no one that's going to run forward for that one. Ball is with the keeper. Prime time game. Ducks versus Diamonds FC. Diamonds FC And winning their first game, some 6-0 over Attackers. Ducks. This is a ball played forward. It's going to go straight into the arms of Thompson. So, here is Uprising coming forward. Uprising looking to mount an attack here. Ball being taken away. Lymers. It's with Fleming. Fleming running with the ball, then sends a ball forward. Was looking for Lloyd. I think Lloyd was in an offside position. Luckily enough, the ball didn't reach him. The ball going out of touch. We see Ducks United going there to their warm-up area. It's 129-9 for those who are wondering. Keswick Williams, the man from St. Vincent, playing for the Zooks. He's on a hat-trick for the next game he plays. Could you imagine that? Taking two wickets from his 2 last balls of this game from this 5th and 6th delivery. So he's going to be on a hat-trick for the next game that he plays.
That would be a semi-final game?
Yes, that is going to be a semi-final game. It will be against the Amazon Warriors. That is going to be a good game. The Zooks versus the Warriors. That is going to be a good game. Trinidad versus the Tallowers. 2 big games. 2 big semi-final games. Here goes Lymers again. Into the box. Amani Gums has been robbed of the ball. It's Nathaniel Gums who comes away with it for Uprising. 5-1. Giving it away there is Uprising. But the defender there, left back, making a good play there. Here is Charles. Good ball. That's a good ball. Oh, this could be dangerous here. Oh. Well, why didn't he go to ground? That is, I would say, why didn't he? He was tackling hard and he held on to the man. Why didn't he go to ground? Well, Brian told him not to, so he didn't. That's offside call. Well, it was an opportunity there. I think that was going to be a penalty had he go to the ground.
I believe that he wanted a goal for himself, and I guess he knew that had the penalty been won, he wouldn't have been the man to take it. So I think he was trying to really stay on his feet and try to keep the goal scoring opportunity for himself alive. But in doing so, he relieved the pressure on the Lymers goal, as we saw. Again, I guess that just sums up the day for the Lymers. Really tried, but nothing really came out for them today. And the referee's going to signal maybe a foul throw against the Lymers, and it's going to be Uprising ball. So, can Uprising mount some form of a consolation goal? As the throw comes in now, back with the man Caleb, looks to go forward, finds Amoni Gums now. He goes out wide over to the left back man. He's gonna find the feet of the Lymers player. He turns and he's gonna pick up an easy free kick there, given away cheaply on the left hand side of the Lymers attack by the defender for the Uprising, and that's gonna be a Lymers free kick. And we're seeing the player who received that contact by the Uprising player is down, but he seems to be just fine as the referee allowed for the free kick to be taken. Well, he will allow for the free kick to be taken by the Lymers player. He goes short, finds the man Liddy, the former goalkeeper, goes back out wide towards the left back for the Lymers. Forward finds Gums. Here comes Amoni Gums. This one's going to be picked up now by the man Fleming, the captain for the Uprising. Ball goes for the Lymers, actually. Ball goes out wide. This one will be picked up easily by Carlos and lets it run for a Lymers throw-in. So into the final stages of this game now, and it's really just nothing to play for, as neither team are really trying to mount an attack of their own. It's just Lymers playing around with the ball at the back, and the Uprising not showing much of any sort of resemblance of a press. They're just laying off and allowing for the Lymers to have possession. There's the number 4 now goes centrally. He's going to find the feet of the number 6 for Lymers. Ball goes over the top towards the left-hand side. And this one is going to be picked up easily by goalkeeper Thompson. And we're seeing it with Antoine now. Here comes Antoine. He was an extremely good football player in his prime, playing for Orange House in the high school league. It seems that he's taken more to track and tennis now, you would say. And he's more of a part-time footballer. But he's going to be a corner now for the Uprising. Actually, a free kick for the Uprising. I guess he was fouled in the build-up play there, was the man Antoine. And it's going to be a chance for the Uprising to put one more into the back of the net before the referee calls time on this game. Ball goes over the top now. It's going to be cleared and out for the Lymers for them to clear it further upfield.
With some 81 minutes gone in this game. 81 minutes gone in the game. It's the sting of the game has been taken out clearly, and it's just a matter of formalities as it seems. I'm not saying it is, because 10 minutes is a lot of time to score 4 goals. So, Lymers with the ball. It's Fleming. Picks it up. Long ball, long searching ball. And it is going to be dangerous here. Danger! And it's been cleared. That's momentarily though. It's a number 6 for Lymers. It's Brown, the man there. He was really giving the defense a run for their money. In the end, the defense doing their job. It's with Liddy. A long searching ball there again was for Hughes. Hughes going to make the run. The ball into the arms of the goalkeeper who knocks it upfield. It's as far as Fleming, the halfway line. Fleming to Liddy to Richardson. Scarlos to Caleb Richardson to Fleming to Liddy. Holds it up, gives it back to Fleming. Fleming looks up, looked for Lloyd, finds Lloyd. Lloyd being confronted there, loses the ball. It's with Antoine looking to make a run here. Lands it off for Charles. Handball. Ball going up against and Fleming walking in front of the ball, ensuring that he noticed that Charles was about to take a ball, take it quickly, and he stood in front of the ball. He was pushed off the ball, and then he asked the referee to discipline the other player when he was the one who was in the wrong, of course. The ball has been played down long, and it is going to go harmlessly into the arms of Thompson, which restarts play very quickly. It is with the number 17, Richard Thomas to Charles. Looking for Thomas. Not going to find him. The ball is with Lymers. It's going to be a call of foul, and it's going to be a free kick to Lymers. 5-1 in the 84th minute of play. In the 85th minute of play, with 5 minutes plus extra time. And the free kick is going to go to Uprising. Well, interesting. Free kick taken. Long ball forward. It's just as far as Caleb in the defense. Carlos picks it up. Liddy looks up and sees it's Brong that is making a run. Brong goes to the ground. Too easy. Brong stays down. Brong is on the ground. Brong stays down. The ball is... The whistle goes now. The whistle going now. Brong remains on the ground. And he seems to be favoring... Is it the right arm or the right leg? But... he took a knock there, and the medics has been called. At first, it didn't look like a challenge that was dangerous, but he went down apparently very hard, and Brong is in need of medical attention.
Yes, you saw there he was clean through on goal, but he was caught by the player on the far side for the Uprising, and it seemed like the challenge may have taken maybe the wind out of him as he may be holding his stomach. It looks like so he might have got the wind knocked out of him by the challenge there by the player on the far side. Actually, it most seems to be his right. It's probably a cramp. It seems to be his right leg that is bothering him. We're seeing the medics walking on his right leg, so far it's 5-1, and you would hope that there's no more real extra time added because there's no need for it, as goal difference does not count in this tournament, and it's a foregone conclusion actually that the Uprising season will be ending here today. It's 5-1. It should really be a lot more. The Lymers have thoroughly been dominant. It should be a lot more. And you have to say, what would this game have become had the penalty gone to the Uprising in the first minute of play of this game? Had the penalty been called, this game could have gone in a totally different direction. But it's 5-1 here so far, and you have to say that it's been a poor showing by the Uprising actually, and the single player made his way back onto his feet now for the Lymers, and he's walking off on mainly his own power, so that is a good sign. It's the man Brown there on the far side who was injured, but walking off on your own power is usually a good sign. So that should be him making his way back onto the field pretty shortly, as he was a substitute. So it would be a bit of a waste of a substitution for him to come off. So it will be Uprising ball, it looks like. The ball is dropped for them and they will resume play. It's a man, Rashad Thomas. He's going to find, here's Charles. Charles goes long over the top. He's playing on more of a left-hand side road now, rather than his favorite number 9 with the Lymers. There's tons of space on the break into. Chance for the 1-2. Noah Morley says he's going the other way now. He goes backwards instead. He's going to find Fleming. Fleming has a run if he wants to use him. Yes, he will use him on the far side. It's going to be taken off him by the man, Andrew Alexander. But his pass didn't have enough conviction behind it, and now it's the Lymers again. Zach with Liddy now. Liddy, the calm head in the midfield for the Lymers. Around a few younger persons in the Lymers team. It's a very good through ball. Here's Gums. Can he make it? 6. He will go for the shot, and it's a good save. A bit of a weak shot, a tame shot by Amoni Gums. And no problems for the goalkeeper, Thompson. And it's going to remain 5-1 here. But it's not over yet. The danger's not over. It's Fleming. Fleming, he might go for the shot. No, he's going to find Gums again. Gums in space. And again, no real conviction on his shot. And it's going to fall for Fleming now. Here's Fleming. He's not going to get a shot off. And the Lymers, they're not done yet. They want 6. Here's Lloyd now. Lloyd is going to look for a pass. He's going to find Fleming again. Fleming's going to go backwards now. He's going to find the feet of the number 4. Over towards. Here's Liddy. Liddy's forcing the man out wide. Plays him out wide. Goes back now. with the man Caleb back out wide for the Lymers. Pass finds Liddy. Here's Liddy now. There's no pressure being applied again. The Uprising, they've really slowed down their intensity levels. Only really the man Antoine substitute. He's the only man that's really pressing for the Uprising. And we're seeing a substitution now, the introduction of the number 9 for the Lymers. That's the man Julio Martinez. Make this way onto the field. So he is replacing the man Brown. So I'm not going to risk him being further injured or the Lymers. They're going to take him off to prevent any further injury to a valuable player to their team, the man like Kenya Brown. And into a stoppage time here in this second half. It's been a completely one-sided affair. After the first 8 minutes of play, it's been nothing but Lymers. Nothing but the Lymers here so far. As we're seeing, the referee, he's going to make his signal for at the time the fourth official, as the man Hilton, I do believe. He's going to make his signal for at the time shortly. We'll wait to see what it is. It should not be too long, hopefully. As if ball goes over to the right hand side now, here's a chance for the man Julio. Julio now moving on the right hand side. He's going to be shrugged off the ball. And it's going to be out for a Lymers throw-in. As no signal yet from the fourth official. It's going to be a Lymers throw-in here on the near side. This their right hand side of attack. It's going to be taken by the man, the number 4 for the Lymers. As we see, it's 5 minutes, says the referee. As here's a man that only comes, but he lets the ball run too far. Yes, it's 5 minutes of added time signaled by the fourth official. It will be 5 long minutes for the Uprising. As they're probably going to feel every second of it. Here comes the ball over the top. Bit too much on it now. And that's going to be an easy pickup for the man Thompson. His tournament is going to also be over, as the goalkeeper, he's been selected for the national team. However, I do believe he was in national team selection, so he's going to be training with the national team now for the Uprising, along with, I believe, Trey Gums and the captain Jarvis Jones. I believe they were the 3 selected by the Uprising. So even though their season as the Uprising is over, their season as football players is not quite over, as we're going to have qualifications for the national team of Angola are going to be taking place very shortly. I think they'll be later this year in November, I do believe. Here comes the man Antoine Laurent now. He's going to look to take it past a couple, and he's going to win a free kick for the Uprising. It's going to be taken by the man Shavai Gums, I would believe. So maybe they can drag maybe one back, and you would say a 5-2 score line, even though it's not the best score line, it's more respectable than a 5-1 score line. So here comes the man Shavai Gums that goes towards the back post, and it's going to fall for the Uprising. Can they get a shot on goal? No, they cannot. Nobody wanted to put their foot through it, and this one's going to be blocked out of play for a corner. Look, that ball stood up in the area for ages with no one wanting to put their foot through that ball and take a shot on goal. It just sat up there, and eventually it's out for a corner to the Uprising. So it's 5-1 here. It's a short corner taken by the Uprising. Goes back out wide now. I think it's a man Laurent again, wearing the long sleeves. Ball goes over the top. Can be collected easily by the goalkeeper Bailey. And here come the Lymers on the break. They're dangerous on the break. It's Liddy. Liddy's going to go out wide towards Julio Martinez. Here's the man Julio. Julio now. Julio moving down the line. Here's Julio. A fan favorite he is. He's going to take it past a player. Here's Julio Martinez. Goes for a shot. A weak effort. You would like him to score, wouldn't you? The fans want him to score. And it's going to be Chavoy now. He's on a break. Tons of space in midfield. Acres of room. Goes forward in towards Ryan Richardson. Not Ryan. That's the man now though. Charles. He goes a ball through. It's the man Alexander. It's going to be picked up well by the goalkeeper Bailey. Alexander was clean through on goal, but Bailey was well alert to the danger. Came out well, and he's prevented the Uprising from from scoring their second goal of the game. Look at that. No pressure being applied. And he just kicks it out of play. Why not? Just kick it out. Don't see the reason for it, as don't see anyone injured. He just said, let's get some defending practice, I guess. As it's going to be the Uprising now. And it's going to be picked up well, but illegally, says the referee, and that's going to be a free kick now for the Uprising. Taken quickly, ball over the top, and this is going to be collected easily. Well done. The judge heightened that one by the goalkeeper Bailey. And here's Julio again. Here comes Julio Martinez. He's going to start this one off now. Lays it off to Liddy. Liddy goes for the long ball through the gap. That's going to be stopped by Chavoy Gomes. And I believe he was selected for the national team training as well for the Uprising. Yes, here's Antoine Laurent actually. He's going to look for the pass out wide to the right-hand side. Can the Uprising drag one back? Hopefully. It's Laurent with a very good turn. Showing a bit of that old skill he had. And still does have. Skill never leaves you, does it? And that's going to be time on this game here. 5-1. The Uprising played completely off the park. Absolutely embarrassed. And that's the end of their season here today. 5-1. And the Lymers will be moving on in this tournament. In this knockouts tournament. Final scores in this game here. 5 goals for the Lymers. 1 to the Uprising. And we're going to await the start of this well-anticipated game, the second game of today's play between the Ducks United and the Diamonds Football Club. We'll join you back once that game resumes, once that game begins actually. But that's the end of this game here today.
Remember, nothing beats good sportsmanship.